Hi guys, I'm in the project room obviously, and in just a couple minutes, you should be in here with your group, working on building the base robot. Okay, I'll put the groups up on this screen in just a second, so you can see them. I might put them on the boxes in here if I have time. I don't know if I'll have time. Okay, so I'll put the groups on the screen, and maybe I'll just print it out and put it on the cabinet over here so you can see it if you forget from the screen. But you can see, look up there, look up behind my head, look at those boxes. Oh, so neat. Look, everything neat, clean and neat. Nothing on the tabletops really, nothing on the floor. That's what it should look like when you're done, okay? So you're gonna come in here with your group, find a table, stand around a table together, grab the corresponding box of Legos up there, and build. I do have to warn you, some groups are really good at finding all the parts and some groups didn't find all the parts. So when you gotta get parts, when you actually are starting to build your robot, if you don't have the part, you're gonna have to maybe dive into these boxes or dive into those blue boxes back there, and even in some of those green tubs. Sorry, but that's kind of fun. I mean, looking for pieces like that. So anyway, let me show you. I just want to show you, if people aren't familiar with building Legos, let me show you that real quick how it's done. And some of you are very familiar with it. That's good. Everybody help people, okay? All right, so let me show you that in a second. But just to recap, you're gonna come in the project room, get with your group, grab the box that corresponds with your group, and get to building. But and I'll show you real quick how that works. Okay, you guys will actually start on page 8. This box here shows you what the finished robot will look like when you're done. It's very basic. Okay, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Woo! Okay, so this is the robot. This is what it'll look like when you're done, and I'll show you what page that is when you're done. I think it's 21. I'm just gonna go look a second. Oh, 22. Okay, so it's gonna take you through page 22 to get this done. All right, so start on page 8, and we're working towards this on page 22. And how it works is this: you see the blue box. The blue box tells you the parts you need for step 1. You'll need 2 of these and 1 motor, okay, to finish step 1. So once you have those parts, look at the picture. It'll tell you where these parts go, where these 2 parts go in the motor. Done. Now you move over to step 2, and it all works the same. They have a blue box, tells you the parts. So you need 1 of these and 1 of these. And this one, what's kind of cool is if you look at the bottom, they give you a scale. So if you're like, oh, I found one like that, but I don't know if it's the right one, you can hold it up to this picture, and if it's the same length, then you know you have the right one. So step 2 is you need 1 of these and 1 of these. And then it tells you how to put it into the motor as you build the robot. And you just keep going. Step 3, you need 1 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these. And this is how you put it together. This is where they go. Step 4, you need 2 of these black ones and 1 of these long. And if you're not quite sure, there's lots of them like that, big, long, and short. Well, when you find one, just hold it up to this one. It should be the exact same size as this piece here. If it matches the exact same size, you know that you've got the right part. And put it together like it says here. I like the little yellow boxes, I mean flip. So when the part's like this, before you put this part on, you have to take this part, flip it, and then stick on the new piece. And that's it. Every step's the same. So everybody in your group, nobody should be standing, because right here, one person could be finding these and putting them on. The other person could be finding these, putting them on. The other person could be finding these, put them on, and work together. Make sure it looks exactly the same as you go. Okay? One last thing is, Here's step 5. This is the only difference you'll see. Here's all the little parts you need. So you gotta find those. The yellow boxes mean put all these together first before you stick it on. Okay? So on these other little parts, they don't tell you that. They just say find those parts, stick it onto the robot so far. This one's a little different. When you see the yellow boxes, you have to find all the stuff in the blue, put them together first, then stick it on there. They even have a little scale. So that little red one there, this little red one, you say, oh, I found a red one, but is it the right size? Well, you can hold it up to this, and if it's the same exact size as that, you know you found the right piece. Okay? And the rest of the book goes on like that. That would be, these are, once you get to these harder pieces, you can say, hey, one person gets this one, put that together, the next person can find all these parts, put them together, and so forth and so on. And then you're working together to put this together. So you start at page 8, and you're going to work your way all the way to page 22. There we go. And that's what your finished product will look like, which just happens to be on page 8. That's what you're working towards. Okay? So I'll put your groups up in a second. Once you see your group, go into the project room, grab your box. So if you're group H, grab your H box and start putting it together and start finding pieces. Okay? Cool.